What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Savoy, and we're going back to Mountains of Time, 1999. And the next tune is End of the Line. It's a phrase that I think in a lot of contexts is used to indicate the end of a timeline, maybe a lifespan. They have reached the end of the line, there is no more after this. I would say in the US and perhaps all places where English is used, the expression can have socioeconomic connotations, the idea of like the end of a bus line or the end of a train line. It's not one of the marquee nodes that is serviced. It's, you know, people who live in that area perhaps have to ride and like commute to work in, you know, say downtown districts, so they have to spend more time each day. Essentially, there are some economic or like class-based connotations to the phrase, even if, you know, strictly speaking, even in that same context, it's about like transportation and about like a route that a bus line or a train line or a, you know, a trolley line, say, might take. Either way, I do wonder if that will play any role or if it's just more about some timeline, some lifespan getting to the point where there's no path forward, perhaps, you know, through health or internal issues, or perhaps because of some external factor. Either way, let's find out what it actually is. This is Savoy. The tune is End of the Line. It is from the 1999 album Mountains of Time. Or actually, we should turn things on. Okay.
4 o'clock in the morning, just got home as it's dawning. Catch me now that I'm falling, end of the line. Days go by in a heartbeat, single life when it's bittersweet. Gotta get back on my own feet, end of the line. Don't know how to evolve it. I don't know what you call it. The end of the line. I don't know how to break it. Don't know how I can take this. I don't know if I'll make it to the end of the line. I turn away from something real. Something good. 9 o'clock in the evening, wake me up if I'm dreaming. Every day leaves me reeling, end of the line. Yesterday she calls me back, lets me know just where it's at. Harsh word for insomnia, end of the line. And I don't know how to solve it, don't know how to revolve it. I don't know what you call it, end of the line. I don't know how to break it, don't know how to take this. I don't know if I'll make it to the end of the line. Days go by in a heartbeat, single life when it's bittersweet. Gotta get back on my own feet, end of the line.
The string sense.
And I don't know how to solve it, don't know how to resolve it. I don't know what to call it, end of the line.
even more in this part. The Sonics feel like contrasted to the lyrics. I like that one a lot. Number one, it had sort of an old time feel. A bit of that like Paul Beatles vibe that, and some Aha tunes and some Savoy. Hello again. So I found out after the fact the intro of this one mainly or mostly got cut off. So what I was saying is I really enjoyed the old time feel of the Sonics. There was sort of a Beatles vibe, which whether with Aha or with Savoy, I feel like Paul sometimes composes music, and people have talked about it, that has a bit of a Beatles vibe. I felt like that had that here. And yeah, the vocals by Paul I think were really good. The lyrics, as far as I could tell, they did seem to have socioeconomic connotations. Maybe that wasn't the overriding element, but it did feel like there was a sense of, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't even know if I'm going to make it to the end of the line. Indeed, in that respect, I feel like the phrase wasn't used in the way I was thinking, but there may be still some, I'm facing tough times. I don't see a lot of options or a lot of way forward. I'm not even sure that I'll make it to the end of the line. But yeah, I feel like also there was an interpersonal element to it. So yeah, it felt like he was basically saying perhaps that he had walked away from a relationship, something good, and he had turned his head away to focus attention elsewhere, perhaps. So it sounded like a lament. It sounded like there was a bit of regret, but I'm not quite sure what was happening. But I really did like the Sonics, and yeah, that was an instant favorite. I enjoyed that one a lot. Curious to hear what people have to say. Sometimes I have a reaction that seems to be anomalous. Other times it seems more in the let's say like consensus, or at least more mainstream view among fans in the Aha universe. So once again, big shout out to all the Aha family. Once again, big shout out to Graham for sharing the Savoy material. Let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.